So just chatting about the week in general today, and it seems like we cannot go through a single blessed week since Trump took office where we're not treated to absurd spectacles of his behavior. And I mean, this week it was his speech at the United Nations, which I'm sure you know didn't go over too well, because basically the people listening to him know that he is just full of baloney. But it doesn't seem to deter the Republicans from supporting all of his complete craziness. I mean, it's really time to remove him from office. Anybody with 2 brain cells should realize that. But there he was telling the countries that they were just, all going to hell. I'm surprised he didn't say, they were all shithole countries, which is something he said in his first administration about Haiti and Africa and other places. So we had that. And then we have Hegseth calling the top military brass in for a meeting. And I can just imagine what the military brass is thinking about Hegseth and Trump. And they swore an oath to the Constitution, not to some lunatic who paints himself. So the idea that they might ask the military for a loyalty oath like Hitler imposed on his military is pretty ludicrous. I just hope and pray that our military stays strong, because nothing else has stayed very well except for most of the lower courts. They have held the line on Trump, thank God. And so then we also have him suing Comey now. And I'm really looking forward to that, because Comey and Comey's daughter have so much dirt on this guy, right? I mean, if they really want to totally take him down, I can't think of anybody much better than Comey to do it. So I think Trump is really screwing with the wrong guy here, and I'm looking forward to all the fireworks that will be coming up. So that was, on the political front. And sometime during the middle of the week, I came down with some kind of lower GI malaise, Hershey spurts and that kind of stuff. And my La Machine ended up staying in the living room for 3 days and 3 nights, because I didn't have the oomph, I guess, to use it for the full 1,000 pulls that I am committed to doing. But this morning felt better, and so today I got done all of it, and La Machine got folded up and put back under my bed, so that was really nice. I took on a new client for a trust, so that'll keep me out of trouble for a little while. At least it'll keep my mind off of the malaise that this current administration has provided for us. What else this week? My son is fixing to replace my computer, my desktop computer, and it always makes me semi-hysterical when that happens. But my wonderful son is what keeps me in the modern world and dealing with computers. And so in preparation for that, I transferred a lot of my videos that I had stored on the computer to my YouTube channel. And so now, I don't know, 800, 900 people have seen these videos that I'm making, which I'm making mostly for my Facebook friends, people who know me. But so that's been happening. And then he guided me through the use of Dropbox, something that I have paid for I think years, but hardly ever used. And so in order to deal with over 1,000 pages of medical records on another case, I ended up having to go through Dropbox to deliver them to the insurance company. And I just kept getting hung up as I was doing that, and it frustrated the hell out of me. I have a very low tolerance for computer frustration. So that was part of my week. So, I mean, between the nonsense that Washington throws at us nonstop, I mean, it's just, it feels like it's nonstop bullshit from Washington. And then dealing with people online. I mean, yesterday I really got into it with a woman over Charlie Kirk, of all things, where she was denying that he had ever said that it's okay to kill kids and other people, you know, if it protects your Second Amendment rights. I don't know why these people don't see these kinds of things. I mean, obviously another MAGA. And how do you let them know, look, this is what's going on? You know, and I mean, and then, of course, we're going to be dealing with the Epstein files still. That is coming along. Virginia Giuffre's bio is coming out in a couple of weeks, and that should be very exciting for Trump and his associates, because I have no doubt that he will be mentioned as the pedophile that he is. I mean, there have been lawsuits against him for that, settled, you know, with non-disclosure agreements. So nobody's supposed to be talking about him and it. But it's all coming to a head. I mean, we live in such stirring times. A little too stirring, I think. I would love to have Biden back. I would have loved to have Kamala up there. But instead, we have the orange thing, who is so out of control. And on that happy note, I will leave you for another week and hope you have a really, 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 really good week despite all of this. Ciao.